Hey Aquarius, what's going on with you, baby? How y'all doing? Y'all like, what the hell? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot. I hope everybody is having a good end to their weekend. So, I had to go back. Now I'm talking to Taurus, so okay. I had to go back through the archives when I was doing reversals last year, and I had to look at the numbers. I was like, it hadn't dawned on me. People were watching Taurus and Aquarius, for example, kissing a tree. But people were more interested in Aquarius and Taurus. When I looked at the numbers, I went, oh shit, y'all are looking at this more than you were looking at your own shit. And I get it. You want to know what your partner's thinking. So I am back to doing reversals. I'm sure I done made somebody's day with that. That's a good thing. So I just did Sagittarius, I think, and I did Scorpio. So today I'm doing Aquarius and Pisces. So we can get a little taste of what's going on with your Aquarius partner, Taurus. See how they're thinking. I have shuffled and cut the cards. Let me first say thank you to everybody that has liked, shared, and subscribed. A reminder, I do my cards straight up. I don't do reversals. So as I was shuffling, the Hermit, the Devil, 2 of Cups, 6 of Cups, what else did I see? I think 4 Swords, 3 of Cups, Celebration, and the 4 Swords, of course, right before that is the 3 of Swords. So my initial energy was kind of like, ooh, y'all are doubling back on something. So this is going to be for Aquarius and Taurus. Sitting in the tree, Kissing. Off the bottom of the damn deck. So 4 comes after 3. Fuck. This ain't no damn joke. I scare myself sometimes. Let me go somewhere. 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Swords obviously is the one with the 3 swords and the heart in the middle, all bloody and shit. Somebody cheating, somebody messing around. So obviously the next one is 4. And that is post all of that. Post cheating, infidelity, broken heart type shit. So some of you may be reconnecting with your Taurus. There may have been a split here for some of you. I'll find out in a second. Sure will. 4 wands popped up in those. In the little cards. The Empress. Got that respect. And the Ace of Wands. Huh. It's a devil card. Oh, Lord. Ah, there's the 4 of Wands. Da-da-da. 10 of Swords. Okay, so the 4 of Swords pulls the 4 of Wands. The 3 of Cups pulls the 10 of Swords. Wow, that's prophetic. 3 of Pentacles pulls the Hangman. 6 of Wands, Wands, pulls the 2 of Wands. Some karmic shit here. Queen of Coin, sitting on top of the Devil. 7 of Swords, Temperance. 8 of Pentacles pulls the 9 of Coin. Or Pentacles, as you have it. 5 of Wands pulls the King of Cups. Okay, yeah, this is hitting back. So Taurus, if you're watching this and you've seen the weekly update, this was in your overall energy. And in this deck, the 5 of Rods or Wands is about growth and expansion and shit. 4 of Wands, 2 of Cups. So this is some karmic shit. Hold that thought. Empress, Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Queen of Swords. Wow. Wow. Wowzers. That's where I'm at today. Okay, so this is not going to resonate with everybody. Let me say that first. So don't get all up on my page with that bullshit. Yeah, what's that ever talking about me? Well, okay, I told you, eat fish, leave the bones. There may be bits and pieces of this that might resonate with everybody. but there's a very small group of y'all that the whole thing is going to resonate with on some level. So Aquarius, I'm going to say this is probably a part 2 or a part 3 of a karmic soulmate twin flame type situation. And just from kind of looking at what's here, like I said, 4 of Swords at the front end, on the top end of your overall energy, but that bottom card, 4 comes after 3. So Aquarius, it may have been you, and I'm feeling like it might have been you, and not that you were really playing the field in a King of Wands kind of way, but you were not sure, which is kind of typical Aquarian energy about whether or not you wanted to go in full tilt when you first got into this situation with Taurus. Let's put that there. 3 of Swords, obviously for some of you popped up because now on the top end of your overall energy, it's a note of regret here in your overall energy. Like, damn, I really did, that was just really fucked up. What I did to Taurus was just jacked up. And it's kind of got you, if you look at him, he's got little cherubs. One that he's holding the hand and the other that's sitting up on his shoulder. And so, if I had to just put that somewhere, I must say this is some divine intervention and guidance coming out of that 3 of Swords into the 4 of Swords. Taurus, if you're cross-watching, and I know you are, anything that was going on previously, there was divine intervention here. So that's why I am inclined to say, it's almost as if you really want to look at it like that, like he's been resurrected on some level. Aquarius, you're ready. You are ready. You are trying to make amends. You're trying to heal. And you are trying to take this up 1 notch or 2. This is going to vary for different couples as to where you're going to have to deal with your Taurus, because your Taurus, if Taurus only has dealt with what happened and does not have any full understanding as to why, if this is the first time Taurus Aquarius pairing for the Taurus, they may need to understand more about you, Aquarius, and how you think and how you process things. Because the Taurus is right here. This is table. This is floor. Ain't no in between. Ain't no shifting, nothing. This is what we are. And so, me having even a little better understanding of Aquarius now, you have been trying to weigh your options the whole way through, but it feels like you got caught up into some strange shit, which then just brings us over here with the 3 of Cups, which in this deck talks about the can I not talk today? Infidelity. But here we're talking about the optimism and what happens after all of that is over. That's in your gut, Aquarius. That's the shit that's holding you down, and all of that is coming to an end. Whether you had a hand in it completely or you had help divinely, it's coming to an end. And I think you now are beginning to see what Taurus was trying to say to you when all of this shit started. Recent past. And recent past, we're going back to the beginning of the year with this, because I haven't done this in a while, so I had to dig up the energy where I can dig it up. But many of you with that 3 of Pentacles thought you were where you was going to be at and when and forever there, and that it was done. And so this is really an Aquarius Taurus rekindling, reboot, and you just kind of getting ready to write a whole lot of shit off. But somewhere your understanding, I can't even put this just on your perspective, your understanding, your basic understanding or what was beginning to happen to you, because this is major energy, changed how you wanted to deal with relationships across the board with everybody. Some of you may have graduated. Some of you may have gotten a better job, a bigger job, however that's resonating. And because of that, you kind of just had people that were hanging on to your coattails. And so there may have been things, like I said, you ready to seal the deal on a lot of stuff, but something changed and had you change direction. Put that there. Even though we're talking about success, something about you not being open-minded, which then brings you here to the Two of Wands and going back to the drawing board and tweaking, because you thought, again, you thought you had it going on. And this was not Taurus. This was without Taurus. But you thought those 3 coins, period, nothing else, were going to make it right. Didn't make it right. So now, the misunderstandings that may have gone along with that, all of that, the 6 of Wands, had you here. Maybe I need to rethink what I'm doing. Facing your fears, the Devil card. But there's also a note of karmic situation, and not in a bad sense. Twin flame, soulmate type energy may have dawned on you that you really were dealing with just that thing. A twin flame, a soulmate, a soul buddy, whatever y'all calling them, that thing. And here's Taurus. And this is just really just saying Taurus was kind of trusting the process the whole time, even though Taurus has been mad about some shit. Don't get that wrong. Don't get that part twisted. Taurus has been right pissy because the communication, only 2 air cards on the board. That's not, and I'm talking about the little cards. That's not to say, obviously, this is an Aquarius and Taurus reading, but that just lets me know communication. There was more stuff going on and assumptions than actual communication. Get to your current energy, you're realizing now it's not just about what you have or what you're doing or who you're hanging with. And coronavirus probably played a huge part in this, because it probably made you go back, Aquarius, and go, wait a minute, that don't look right. They don't do that again. So more major energy right here. It is kind of imperative that you get in balance and in tune. Start questioning your motives. That's it. That's you. Start questioning your motives. What made you back here think that you was all set with the little 3 of Pentacles instead of getting the Queen down here? Just saying. Got to bring some balance into what you're doing. If you're not communicating, or if Taurus is saying, hey, can we talk? You need to. Now, let me interject this into Taurus, because I know Taurus is stomping around. I knew it. I told it. Okay. Your Aquarius loved you, Taurus. So hold that thought. But you also have to understand your Aquarian is going through a change, just like Taurus is going through a big transformation. Transformation card popped up 2 or 3 times in the little deck while I was shuffling. So that's just indicative of what's going on with Aquarius. And they're already thinking a lot and sometimes over-analyzing or over-processing. And sometimes as Tauruses, we just throw shit out there because we mad. Fuck it. Well, even though Aquarians can be cold and distant, they're very emotional creatures. Period. With a T at the end. So, here, Aquarius, you need to get in balance. You need to reflect on. I saw the Hermit card while I was shuffling a couple times. You need to reflect. Question your own motives of what thought made you thought any of that could go on. Taurus, I'm telling you, your Aquarius loves you. Support them. conversation is coming. You may have to initiate some of that, Taurus. But Aquarius, let your Taurus have some resolution to the past. Do not dwell on it. I do not by any means mean that you need to talk more than 20 minutes about some shit. Ask your question, get an answer, and be done with it. If you're going to move forward, you got to make sure the door is closed to the past between the two of you, and whatever issue, wound, shotgun, whatever, is healing, if not healed, so y'all can step into this new shit down here. And so then this becomes your challenge. Start trying to achieve that higher standard. That starts with communicating. I know y'all like, I'm not quite okay. And it's good. But you need to clear this up. Don't get out of focus on some shit. And don't focus solely, Aquarius, on the material. So you kind of have to combine the intellect with the material so that you are getting all angles of your situation. But for the most part, focus on the positive changes that are going on within your relationship so you can keep trying to get that higher standard across the board. In the bedroom, communicating, finances across the board, setting a higher standard all the way across the board. At the end of your current energy with the King of Cups on the Five of Wands, going to be some challenges, but it's about growth. And I think this is where a lot of y'all got stuck up here because you were just focused on this, the coin. And so you've had to change your perspective on all of that. And so now it's about the growth. What have you learned? What direction is that going to take you in? The next thing is right here. That Four of Wands is about stepping it up. It's right there. And it's down there in your future energy. So keep the conflict and the drama down. And just try to be chill throughout this process and observe some things about your relationship with your Taurus. There are things that you can do to help Taurus understand what's going on. I feel like for a lot of you, this shit in the past was a growing curve. And while there may have been infidelity and some other shit, it wasn't just solely on, doesn't feel like this, Aquarius. You were just trying to cheat just to say you were cheating. Figure out how many females or how many males you were dealing with. No. But some of it feels like also it may have been timing. Timing was off. Other people weren't letting go. It might have been there past their time. I'm just saying. So all of that, and Taurus may not see fully everything that went on behind that. Again, taking that chill approach, observing what needs to be observed. You love your Taurus, so I'm not questioning that. Do what you need to do for your friend, Taurus, and lover, Taurus. Leave that there. Future energy. What y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do? Because I put one, Taurus, if you're cross-watching, there's going to be a very definite click when all of this happens. You're gonna hear it, and your Aquarian is this is next. Period. This is next. There's not nothing extra, nothing. When you hear that clicking sound, that lock turning, done. Now, like I said, it depends on where you are. If you are just starting, you were in a situationship, and now you're trying to take it to relationship, or if you've been in off and on and off again, up and down, in and out type situation, all of that's over with. All of that's over with. And Aquarius is really interested in knowing what the two of you can do together. What can you produce together? And I'm not necessarily talking about kids. There may be business efforts. Some of that energy is here. Maybe some humanitarian, volunteering, activism type shit here. But Aquarius is definitely wants this union, because they don't want to feel like this again. That's the only way I can say it. They don't want to just feel like, you know, they got everything going on, people bustling around, but, you know, what's really happening? Where's the love in that? Understand? Aquarius does not want to. This was Aquarius. It feels like it was really a dark place for you to have to go through all of that with whomever outside of Taurus, where you just thought that you had something, and it's almost like going to the store and buying something. You get it home and like, wait a minute, this is not what the box said. So they're gonna want to know, Taurus, what the two of you are going to do together. What's the plan? Because they don't want to just be empty-handed like they were feeling up there. There's your Ace of Cups. There's the Empress. Be clear on your boundaries so you don't get into, if it is a twin flame soulmate thing, and not so much to each other, but know your truth and your limits. Now, that's everybody. Know your truth and your limits, what's good for you and what's not good for you. And this is even outside of the relationship. So if you've got people, places, and things that irritate you about other things, not even relationship related, clear shit up. Clear shit up. Because you don't want to go into this with any kind of raw negative emotion about anything. You need to be rather clear-headed as you reboot, rekindle, restart. Those of you that may have not really been dating, but now you're getting ready to get serious and start dating, same thing. Just be clear, because you want to start off on a fresh thing. Make sure you're clear about your boundaries, what you're accepting from anybody, because you don't want to be schlepping extra shit home. There's your Ace. Da-da-da. At the end of this, once again, still talking about boundaries, but now we're talking about staying balanced. And the two of you doing the things that you need to do individually. I said individually. That's an Ace. That's a 1. Doing what you need to do individually to stay balanced. Following your intuition. Making sure you're clear about taking care of yourself, so that as a couple, you're a whole thing. Aquarius, you may have to feed your Taurus some love and affection for a hot second. I know y'all are get into your heads and go off into the other planet type thing and forget, but you may need to physically show your Taurus you're serious. You may need to do some hoof holding. I'm just saying. You may need to rub a tail or two, because for some Tauruses, I don't feel like, I think Taurus went through a lot. Let me just stop that and say Taurus went through a lot. If this is resonating with you, they got dinged up and banged around the head quite a bit, but they hung on. And I think even despite their own thing, that's why I have a notion of maybe twin flame or soulmate type shit going on here. Taurus had a notion of trying to get up and go, but it didn't happen. A lot of things just didn't happen for Taurus. So if you watch some of the other Taurus readers, a lot of Tauruses are just feeling stuck, not able to move forward. So if that is the case in this situation, there's definitely soulmate type energy here, and that could be very well what it is. Do what you need to do, Aquarius. There's just nothing on here but love for your Taurus. Nothing. You're sorry. There's some contriteness here and some apology and shit, but it's all out of love. It really is. So take your time. Go slow. Yeah. It's not personal. It's not personal. Taurus, probably more for you, needing to know that, coming from your sword. It's not personal. If Taurus has made changes, Aquarius, different set of things going on, it's not personal. Taurus is not doing anything just to be picking at you. And matter of fact, if you, whatever that situation is, if you look at it again, you'll see it's actually to the good, but it's not personal. And Taurus, I guess more for you, it's not personal. They were going through some shit. Just know that part. They were going through some shit. Call on your joy guides and call on your healer guides. Hello. You guys have fun together. And so maybe that's where you need to start. Start by doing something fun, however that's resonating. In the midst of a pandemic, figure out what you can do, the two of you can do that's fun. Call on your joy guides if you need help with that. And you should be happy. You should be happy. I don't feel like Aquarius, your Taurus is going to turn you down. They're still holding on, actually. So it's just going to be how you broach the subject. Taurus is down with you. And that probably kind of shocks me. But that's Uranus in our sign, so there you go. Let's see. Just because they said it doesn't make it true. Why am I looking at this up here? So there may still be some interplay here with exes, Aquarius, or people from the past. They may still be trying to dig in, and they may be coming up with some bullshit about why you shouldn't have left them swinging high and dry, some other bullshit, and may lie, period. That's just the short and the long of it. Just because they're saying it doesn't make it true, period. Money is behind that. So if there's money involved, Aquarius, don't fall for the boo-boo. Don't fall for the setup. And that's exactly what you do. Close the door. Close the door on the past. Just close it. There's no need for any kind of explanation to anybody, to do anything, figure anything out, have another conversation. It's done. Again, you know how you were feeling right here. Like you're in a museum somewhere, just kind of standing around looking at folk. Yeah. Are they ghosting you? That might be worth investigating. Aquarius, are they ghosting you? Is your Taurus ghosting you? They might be ghosting you. I'm saying that loudly. They may be ghosting you because they're hurt. I don't think it really applies to Taurus. It almost feels like we're still talking about exes. I know y'all can't see that yellow, but that's what it says. Are they ghosting you? They may be just dipping on you. They may not. They may have something of yours. That would be the only reason I could feel that they'd be trying to ghost. So if they are, once again, close the door. There's going to be some anger here. Let's just put this where that is. These exes, past shit, if you're moving forward, some of you probably know, it feels like some of you know this already. It's going to be, the folks is already acting with an attitude, the lip poked out and some other shit. But if I were to just go a little deeper and say a lot of them didn't do what they needed to be doing to make you feel, oh shit, like you were even in a relationship with them. So once again, just because they said it, they may be ghosting you. They might owe you money and some other shit, and they may just can't see that shit. Ghost, gone. Aquarius, I love you. I hope y'all have a good rest of the month. A good start to the month of September. I'll be back next month. I love y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.